Namaste. Welcome to your workout flow today, your practice. We're just gonna have some self-love. So it's Valentine's Day and I just wanted to share the love. I get a little cheesy, so I'm wearing all red specifically for that, even though green is the color associated with the heart chakra. But we won't get too much into details. We'll do an all-level jam today. Please listen to your body. If you need to take breaks, listen to any doctors or PTs. You can always pause, take a rest in child's pose. Just feel good today. Treat yourself well, and hopefully we can all carry that into all our other days as well. With that said, if you have 2 blocks and a bolster, they will greatly assist. If you don't stress about it at all. Let's start on our backs. Just legs bent, inner hip width apart, so about sits bones distance to fistish, depending on the size of your frame. And just find a neutral spine, so the tailbone will be heavy, hip bones and pubic bone on one line. And just bring the hands to your belly and just breathe to begin here. And exhale. Good. Keep breathing like this. So you can either inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, or inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. So pick what serves you best. Take a couple more breaths here. Just allow yourself to really just come back in, using this time to nourish. On the bottom of your next exhale now, see if you can feel that slight hug of the deeper layers of the abdominal. So inhaling and exhale, see if you can find that hug. So that's what you want to keep kind of supported through your work today. Now keeping that support, but keep breathing. Bring your right leg up to a tabletop position. So the knees right over the hip, and bring the left leg up to meet it. So let's go inner hip width apart, or you can always go all the way together if you prefer. Now keeping the tailbone nice and heavy, so you're still in your neutral spine. Take a breath in. And exhale, just hinge the right leg away from you, keeping it bent just about halfway. Take another breath in. And exhale, bring it back up. Same thing on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, hinge the left leg just halfway down. Take a breath in. And exhale, bring it back up. So keep going like this, nice and slow. We're just trying to find the connection to our low abs here. So we will do a little bit more ab work, but this is just really getting in touch with our stability and our core so it can support us. You could do about 2 more each side, so make sure you're even. And really just use your breath. If you feel this in your low back, don't lower the legs so much. If you still feel it in your low back, you can always lower the legs down and lift one leg up at a time and see if that works better for you. All right, once you're even, just hug the knees into the chest and just give them a little rock, letting your low back just kind of get a little massage. You even circle the legs around one way and then the other way. Set the feet back down, inner hip width apart, pelvis is back in neutral, so the tailbone is heavy, hip bones and pubic bone on one line. You've got a small space in the low back. Stack the palms behind your head, take a breath in, and exhale, curl up. Hold here, take a breath in, and exhale, lower back down. So we're just curling up to the tips of our shoulder blades. Inhale, exhale, hold here, and exhale. Good. Do 3 more here. Inhale, exhale, ribs close towards each other, abs engage even more to bring you up. Neck is kind of chilling. It's not doing the work. And lowering back down. 2 more times-ish. And exhale. You might not be on exactly the same count of me. That's okay. Always using your breath length as well when you're working out and practicing. 1 more time. And exhale. And just for fun, let's hold here. So you're going to keep that tailbone nice and heavy. You're going to keep the feet on the mat. Abs are hugging in even deeper every time you exhale. See if you can deepen that connection to the abdominals. If you start to feel this in the neck or it's not feeling so good, just lower the head back down. Take 3 more full sets of breath if you can. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Lower the head down, hug the knees in, rock the legs side to side. You can either turn onto your right side and come up to seated, or curl the chin towards your chest and just begin to make rocks forward and back till you come all the way up, coming onto hands and knees. So shoulders over wrists and knees underneath hips. Just going into some cat-cow, so keeping that same engagement in the abdominals. Inhale, lift the heart forward. And exhale, round the spine. Just 4 more like that. Inhale, reach the heart forward. And exhale, round the spine. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. So we're not going to overstress things today. We're just kind of let our bodies move and just love the way our bodies are moving. And if something's not feeling right, just seeing what we can do to feel better. So do you need to take it back a little bit? And then coming back to neutral. Bring the hands slightly forward and just glide yourself forward into a kneeling plank. Option to stay here or tuck the toes and lift up into your full plank. So wherever you are, you don't want to be sinking into the back here, even on the knees here. You want to really, I like to think of like a fire pit right here, and you want to keep the abs pulling in and up away from that fire pit. Pressing down through the whole hand. Take 2 more breath cycles here, always the option to come out of it. 1 more breath cycle. Now you can keep the knees up or lower them down slightly, shift the weight forward and just bend the elbows halfway back and then press back up. 3 more, actually 4 more. Let's make it a nice 5. 3, 2, and 1. Good, with or without your knees, lower yourself all the way to the mat. Inhale, lift the heart up for baby cobra or swan. Exhale, lower back down, just reaching the tailbone away from you, making sure you're not getting into the low back here, into any pain. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Good. Keep the upper body down. Just lift the legs up and lower the legs down. So as you keep going here, try not to rock through the pelvis here at all. So everything's staying stable and the abs are still pulling in and out. So in our extension and when our legs are lifting up, the abs are still super active. Next time the legs are up, hold there and just squeeze the legs together and open. And squeeze, shoulders still. You can always bring the hands underneath the forehead as well. And 1 more. Good, lower the legs down. Push yourself back into a child's pose. If that's not appropriate, stay on your belly and just wag your tail or rock the hips right to left. Lovely. Gliding forward, tuck the toes and reach your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet if that feels nice for you. And then finding stillness, pressing down through the hands to reach the spine long, hips reaching up and back. Keeping a bend in the knees as much as you need to keep the spine long. So you might have your heels down, but if I do that, I look crazy and feel crazy. So just do what works for you. Self-love. 1 more breath cycle here. Good, and then just strolling your feet forward towards the front of your mat. Keeping a soft bend in the knees. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can feel that hug in of the abdominals and use that hug to lift you all the way up to your Tadasana mountain pose. So feet parallel, inner hip width apart. If you have another stance, totally fine. Palms facing forward. And breathe. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up towards the ceiling. Exhale, glide forward over your legs, coming into your forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Option to bring the hands to blocks. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms around up, coming back up to standing. Exhale, hands down to heart center. 1 more just like that. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Exhale, glide forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Sweep the arms around and up again on your next inhale. Exhale, glide forward. Inhale, come up halfway, finding length in the body. Exhale, plant the hands down and step back to plank pose or kneeling plank. Option to set the knees down and lower all the way to the mat, Or shift the weight slightly forward. Bend the elbows halfway, coming into baby cobra or upward facing dog if you prefer. And that feels appropriate. And on your next exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, reach it up to the sky, roll the right hip on top of the left, and bend the right knee. Good. On your next exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest, step it forward between your hands, spin the back heel down, and into warrior two. So the heel's planted down, toes are slightly pointing towards the front edge of the mat, and front knee over ankle. And then just feel like your arms are extending out from your heart center. Beautiful. Cartwheel the arms down to frame the front foot and back into your downward dog we go. So stepping the right foot back to meet the left. Breathe. Left leg reaches up towards the sky. Roll the left hip on top of the right hip. Bend the top leg. Inhale and exhale. Take another breath in. On the exhale, bend the left knee in towards your chest. Step it forward between your hands. You can always help it up if you need to. Spin the back heel down, toes slightly pointing towards the front edge of your mat, and cartwheel the arms up into your warrior two. And just feeling like you're expanding out. Cartwheel the arms back down to frame the front foot and back into your downward facing dog. Glide forward into your plank. Always the option to set the knees down. Bending the elbows, lower yourself to the mat. Palms down by your hips, facing the ground. Inhale, lift the heart, shoulders, neck, and head up with the legs for Shalabhasana, locust pose. And exhale, lower down. 2 more just like that. Inhale. If this doesn't feel good, you can always just do the legs or just do the upper body. And exhale, lower down. 1 more. And exhale. Lower down. Option to do Shalabhasana again, or bend the knees if it feels appropriate to do Dhanurasana bow pose. Press the hands, or the feet, into the hands and lift up into your bow pose. Try to keep the legs from splaying out, so really feel like you're almost hugging a block between the inner thighs. On your next exhale, lower down. Let's do 1 more bow, or always the option to be in Shalabhasana. Just feel your heart reaching out. And exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Release the legs if you have them. Wag the tail right to left. And everyone, let's push back into a child's pose. Rolling all the way up. Sit off to the right side of your legs. You can hook the right foot onto the left ankle. Reach the right arm up and up and over into mermaid. We're doing the yoga mermaid today, so it's going towards our feet versus away in Pilates. Just 1 more breath cycle. And then coming all the way up, sweep the legs over to the other side. Left ankle can hook on the right foot if that feels okay. If that doesn't feel okay, skip it. Inhale the left arm up and up and over towards the right, towards the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Sweep the legs around in front of you. Scooch forward on your mat. Reach the arms forward and then slow roll all the way down. Press the palms down to mat. Tuck the pelvis and roll your hips up into your shoulder bridge, knees over ankles. Holding here, you'll bring the right leg up to tabletop. Stretch your right leg up. Flex the foot, lower the leg knee to knee. Point, kick it back up. Lower and up. 3 more. Keep pressing down to that left foot and keep the hips as even as you can. And other side, left leg comes up, flex lower, point lift, flex lower, point lift. 3 more. Keep pressing down to that right foot. I may have added 1, that's okay. Bend the top leg, lower the foot down, roll down through the spine. Roll the hips back up. Option to stay here or interlace the fingers underneath the small of the back, nestle the shoulders together and come into your yoga bridge. Keep The inner thighs hugging in towards each other slightly so they don't splay out towards the sides. And just here, bringing your attention to your heart center. Release the clasp with the hands, lift the heels up, roll down through the spine, hug the knees into the chest, and just give them a little rock side to side. Lovely. Just coming up, if you have a bolster, you can do this, add this in. If not, you can always just go into Shavasana, and we'll meet you there. So just holding here, just kind of like a restorative fish with Baddha Konasana legs, kind of like a Supta Baddha Konasana fish. Just rolling down slowly. You don't want this to be in the low back, so you may need to adjust it. And once you feel like it's a comfortable place, so it's kind of like mid-back area, just let the legs open wide. You can stay here. If the knees are super up, you can always bring 2 blocks underneath the knees or books. Or you can stretch the legs out long. That's fine too. So be where you are and just open the arms out to the side. And we're just going to take 5 glorious breaths here. And exhale. Just see if you can picture a light right at the center of your chest. And as you inhale, that light expands out. And as you exhale, it refocuses back to the center of your chest. Inhale, light expands out. Exhale, refocuses back in. You can either stay here or take a more traditional Shavasana if you prefer. So if you want to take a more traditional Shavasana, bring the hands to the outside of the thighs. Bring them all the way together, hands beside your hips and rolling all the way up. Move anything out of the way, or you can use any props you like for your Shavasana. And then just rolling back down, and we won't be here too long. Just let the mat support you here. And breathe. Relax your body. Let the mat catch you, hold you, support you. In a hammock of love. It's okay if we get a little corny. If you have the time, of course you can stay, but if not, begin to invite small movements in, deepening your breath. Reach the arms overhead, stretch long through one side, and then long through the other side. Coming back to center, roll over onto your right side and cradle your head in your hands. And then pushing yourself up with the left hand, the head be the last thing to come up. Finding just a comfortable seat for a moment, hands to your heart center. And just energize or focus your energy, your attention right here in the middle of your being, of the center of your chest. And just know that you are a wonderful being. You are loved. Love surrounds you. Love follows you. And you always have the ability to give love. Slight lift of your chest, slight nod of your chin. Namaste.